What up, y'all?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, y'all.
It was the holidays. We're so sorry, you guys. I know we told you we was going to be back a little bit earlier, but, you know, life circumstances happen, and
we're back now.
We're here with lots to give you.
Yes, and yes again. So,
we're going to start off with the peaches.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to go over episode 8, 9, and 10.
Yes. So that's Head Over Heels for 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is A Whine of a Time for 9. Mm-hmm. And 10 is Living on the Edge.
Already.
Some of these episodes got edges, though. But that's neither here nor there.
Don't we talk about Marlo like that?
Kenya Moore hair care.
I'm not supporting that. I am not supporting that after that little shenanigan.
Girl, all we need is a band to come through here.
Absolutely not.
The band will come in.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't introduce ourselves. Of course, y'all know my name is Dana B.
I'm Cassie J. Y'all should know by now.
Keke.
Yes.
Well, sometimes we got newbies, so
hey. Hello to all the newbies in the new year. Hi. Hope everybody's new year was excellent and wonderful and all of that goodness. For all of you that did New Year resolutions and all that. I mean, we got a couple of things that we're going to dedicate ourselves to, but we're not going to get into that right now.
All right. So we're going to get into, because we have a lot to go over, we're trying to make this as minimal as possible.
All of you day ones, you know how this is going to go.
So let's go and just jump on in. So episode 8. The episode starts off with the events leading to Mike's proposal to Cynthia. And it was just so cute. I just like the music in the background.
How they did that little, like it was an old-timey show. There was once a girl.
Yeah, it was cute. It was
who wanted to get married with not being called thirsty. It's okay. Her thirst was quenched.
Yes.
Okay.
It paid off, honey. So we saw Mike asking Cynthia's family for their blessing, how Mike took the daughters to go see the ring.
His 2 daughters and Noelle.
Yeah, but he
calls them. He said, "Here are my daughters." I love that.
I liked his old relationship with the girls and his interaction with the girls. I loved it.
That's what you're supposed to do. This is a blended family. It ain't no stepdaughter and all that stuff. This is your daughter now, okay? They a package deal.
Right, and I love that. I like their whole interaction together and stuff, how they talked about how they liked each other.
I like how Noelle said, how she said, this is what, love looks like. If my love doesn't look like that,
I don't want it. I know that's right.
That's what Yes.
We see that Portia and Dennis celebrate his birthday, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Moving on. So Cynthia meets up with Marlo.
Write it down.
Yeah, it wasn't that important. I just wrote it down. I'm just trying to make sure I remember all the steps here because there's a lot going on. Cynthia meets up with Marlo to discuss that she recorded her talking about Nene. And this is where it was like, you know what, Marlo, you have a good point. Because Cynthia was kind of guarded. It's like, well, did you do it? Da-da-da-da.
I don't know how I feel sitting down with you. Are you recording me now? Okay.
And Marlo was like,
she was so offended. And I was like, are we putting on the theatrics right now? Because she was like, I'm about to cry. I said, Marlo, honey, you being a little extra. Well, but then when she started talking, I was like,
she said, that's low down. Like, how dare you accuse me of doing that? She's like, I've done plenty of other things, but this is just crazy. Especially when I thought we're friends, we're in a good place.
She was like, are we friends?
You know what I mean? She was like, are we friends?
I was offended at that point when I realized that she was being sincere. She was like, she said, I thought we was building a friendship.
And the point that I like that Marlo made, she was like, when have I ever been around you where you were talking shit to Nene to me?
Right.
Think about it. And that's made me think about, like, Cynthia, if you really want to know who recorded you, just think about,
when have you?
You know what I mean? Who was I around when I was talking shit about Nene? Unless you do it so frequently that you can't remember.
Right.
That could be the case.
And I want you to you have to really think about, have you really talked bad about Nene? That's the other thing. Have you really talked bad other than your interviews? And I mean, that's public, so
I feel like Cynthia, if she really wants to know who recorded her, she should figure it out. She should think backwards, like,
And even when Marlo
who was I around? What time did I talk bad about Nene? Who was around there? And then you can narrow down who did it.
Yes, you can figure this out. And even when Marlo had got there, she said, "Oh, I've never been here before." And then she was like, "Oh, you haven't been over here?" She's like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, this is where the Cynthia wine bar is." And that was where Giovanna said that, she had heard somebody talking shit about Nene yet. Okay, well then it couldn't have been Marlo because she said she ain't even been over there.
Right.
But Cynthia don't know that's where the information came from yet. So it's like, we can mark her off the list since everyone's trying to figure out who this person is.
It's clearly Yolanda.
It's Giovanna.
I'll talk about her later on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the thirst trap later.
It's real. So then Todd and Candy check out their new business, Olay G.
Let me tell you something about Todd. You know, I love me some Candy. Todd! Because you with Candy, you get a pass. But I'm with Candy. I need you to slow down. When they started adding up how much these expenses was about to be for renovating all these businesses, you got a trucking company. Now we in a trucking business. You want to open up old lady breakfast. And it's like, you got like 4 businesses that you got going on right now. She's like, let's just make sure we do one project at a time and get that going, get the money coming in. You got 4 things going on. We don't ever spend no time together. All we ever talk about is business.
But she also said why she thinks she's
doing
that.
Doing it.
You know what I mean? Because she's
her mama.
Because she's the boss, and all of the people said, "Oh, you trying to live off Candy?" So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be a boss too." So I was like, He's trying to prove
himself to other people. But she's like, "I love you for you, and I knew who you were when I met you." And I wasn't marrying you for your money. I wasn't marrying you for that. I got my own money. It's fine.
Right.
But it's like, the thing is, you got to look at how long Candy's been in this and doing this. You try and do it in a year.
Yeah, she's been doing this for decades.
2 years, 3 years. It takes time to get the financial success that she has.
Right.
You try to do it in like a tenth of that time.
Yeah.
That's what she said. A
she has
is
a
coming.
whole team. Like she has a
whole team.
She has a well-oiled machine going on. You know what I mean?
The Candy
so it's like
squad,
money's coming
Candy
in.
gang over there.
Yeah.
Candy coded night. That's the Candy coded click over there.
Yeah. So.
But you do need a team to be successful. And
I mean,
just
it's
don't
just
feel
ego.
like
It's his ego.
And I understand.
He's very prideful, and he's like, I don't want to seem like, I got a sugar mama and stuff. I want to let people know I'm a boss too.
Candy don't say I can pay for every motherfucker up here if I wanted to. So clearly she's okay with paying.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to keep doing it, you go mess around and mess up your relationship if you don't slow down.
You're trying to chase the bag. It's like,
because she's asking for your time, not your money.
Right.
So you better get it together, sir.
Especially trying to prove something to others that don't matter.
You got a whole new baby.
Facts.
Whole new baby.
And a young one. A little
baby. Yeah. Baby.
So then Cynthia has her wine cellar event. At the event, that's when Mike whispers to Candy, telling her to stick around. So Marlo gives Cynthia Nene's gift, which was a handwritten card and a cheese platter. I think that's pretty nice.
I know you would think that's.
I like cheese platters.
I like cheese and crackers.
I do.
We should do that one day. We're gonna do cheese and crackers and wine.
Now the handwritten card was
very heartfelt.
Honestly, I turned up a little bit.
I did too.
That's nice.
That was something. She basically was just like, I'm very happy for your success, and I'm sad that we are in the place where I can't be there to support you, but I am supporting you from a distance.
Yeah.
I believe that she meant every word that she said.
I really do.
And I believe that she really feels that way. I don't think that she wants their relationship to be in the position that it's in. But it's like, you can fix it if you
swallows that pride.
If you work to fix it.
Yeah.
Now, the issue that I have with this party, and you have the same issue. So, like you said, Mike tells Candy, stick around. So Candy puts 2 and 2 together. She's like, oh, I know it's going to happen.
Everyone's here.
I know what's going to happen. Kenya's not there.
She texts Kenya.
And says, hurry up, girl. The show's about to start.
Yeah, I think she's
the
about to propose.
Coming. Get in here.
So, Kenya arrives.
Lopsided booty comes in.
Lopsided booty. So, with the visual, I cannot.
Lopsided booty comes in and ruins it.
She literally tells Cynthia, I think nigga's gonna propose.
So you know he was like, what?
You know what's so funny? Before she even like about to start that, she was like, she started a sentence and Candy was like, whoa.
You could tell she was like, okay, so like,
yeah, she was like, because before Kenya actually said that to Cynthia, she started some type of sentence
to change the subject.
Yeah, Candy was like, let's change the subject. I kind of feel where you're going with this type of conversation, but no, Kenya didn't take the clues.
Kenya was like, I got an announcement, and so Candy was like, girl, what you got an announcement about? What you about to say? And she was like, I feel like he about to pop the question. I think tonight is the night. Candy looked like
what in the hell?
So Cynthia's all excited. She was like, for real?
No.
She's like, no, my mom's not here. He wouldn't do that. My family's not here.
And
he
of
wouldn't
course,
do that.
then you show your mom
coming in. I was like,
oh shit.
So she was like, well, I'm finna go and say hello to everybody. So Candy pulls Kenya to the side and was like,
at this point, Candy's pissed.
Why the fuck would you do that?
She is pissed, and honestly, I would be
she's
pissed too.
Like, what?
She was like, why would you tell her that? For Kenya,
go ahead.
She's gonna say, you didn't tell me.
You didn't tell me not to say that.
You didn't tell me not to say something.
She said, if I'm telling you something in private, that is between me and you. That is not for you to share with nobody else. Don't you do that shit no more.
Why would I have to tell you not to say that? That's
somebody's
sense.
moment.
Why would you ruin her moment? And you're supposed to be her friend.
She was like, and this was the thing that really made me more upset about it, was just how she was just smiling. I mean,
like it's a joke. Honestly, Candy was pissed the hell off.
I was just excited.
She's like, now you made me feel like I ruined her moment.
I feel so bad.
Well, duh.
If you felt bad, your face would say you felt bad. That's not what your face said. If you felt bad, you'd have been like, oh my God.
Well, she said if he really does propose,
I'm going to feel so bad. That's what your face should have said. But you were like, oh my God, oh my God.
Honestly.
No, you was jealous. And you were unhappy. And we all know, because you've been saying it this whole season, that you're unhappy in your relationship. And you wanted to ruin her moment.
So you think it was malicious?
Yes!
I would have been pissed. And honestly...
Because when they talk about it later on that dinner, and as you've seen how she acted at dinner, I feel like she did it on purpose. It was just like... It's like, you know, you get some information and you want to get the jump on somebody. Oh, I want to tell it for somebody else tell it. That wasn't your place to tell that, though.
Yeah, Candy was really pissed off because she felt like she told Kenya, like, yo, I think he's about to propose, because she got that extra hint from Mike.
Yes.
And for you to say, oh, I had a premonition, it's like, no, I'm the one that basically confirmed it to you. You already knew what was going on.
Right.
So why would you? Well, Kenya swears I'm down. She had a premonition.
She has, like, you know, these feelings all the time.
But it's like, if I kind of confirm that this is what's going to happen, so her to get here, you don't be like, oh, I think you're going to propose. No, you pretty much that, you know what I mean? He's going to propose. So it's like her acting like she didn't know, and like, you know.
It was just a feeling I had.
Even if it's a feeling, don't say it.
That's how she was like, it was just
like,
a feeling I had.
Keep it to yourself. Talk to God. I don't know.
It wasn't no feeling you had. You could have just been like, okay, Candy, yeah. When you got that, you could have pulled Candy aside, like, Candy, I agree with you, girl. I think so too. And left it at that. But you did. And surely enough, he did propose. It was a beautiful proposal. He involved the girls, and, you know, everybody was there. Her family was there. And so, of course, Candy looking at her like, So, Mike was upset when he found out that Kenya had said something, because it was like we said, kind of feel, you know, like, what I mean? Because you ruined my moment a little bit. You took a little shine from my moment,
and it took me months to plan this.
Yeah,
and you decide to come in and spoil my moment. I'll be pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, it's like you took a little shine from me.
I won't say I will stop being friends with you. But
I'm gonna be a little upset for a minute. I'm gonna be a little hot.
We're gonna be as close as we used to be.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be a little hot. So they went, and the couples went out. It was Kenya and I don't forgot her name, Mark.
So Kenya, Mark,
he ain't never
Cynthia,
around.
and Mike, Todd and Candy. They all have a date night.
I ain't never here. Now Kenya's in the car with Mark, and she's telling him every time they're together, it's awkward.
He honestly is very condescending.
So,
so condescending. It doesn't make sense. And I'm not Cynthia. Kenya would rather play nice
than to argue and
than to stand up for herself.
And I can't. That's so not the Kenya we know. Like, we're used to her fighting. So she's basically telling him, yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit. And he was like, oh, you were eavesdropping. And he was like, she said, no, that's not what happened. She said, Candy told me. And he said, so you ruined that moment. And she was like, no.
Yes, she did.
That's not what happened. It was just that I had already felt that this was going to happen. And then they was arguing over her car. Because she was like, my car does this neat thing. I can, like, summon it and it'll come. He was like, oh, it turns corners and stuff. She said, well, no,
it doesn't really turn corners.
It doesn't really turn corners.
She's
he was like, so, I mean, what's the purpose of it? And I was like...
So you have my child in this type of car?
It's like, he was finding anything to argue about.
Yeah,
like,
there's a disconnect. There is no love between them. There's no love in their interaction.
No, it's like they can't laugh
Kenya
about
is fighting
nothing.
for a man that really doesn't love her.
Want you.
Doesn't at all.
Does not want you. It's like they can't sit and agree on anything.
Even if she says left,
he's like, no, I'm gonna go right because I know a quicker way if we go this way.
It does like,
but the restaurant's right there. Yeah, but if we go down here, it's a parking deck that has better, parking rates than if we go right there and do valet.
Yeah,
it's like because I said it.
It's the issue.
It's an issue, but if somebody else in the car and they said it, then you would be like, oh, okay, we'll go that way. And he'll do it right in front of her,
right? Just
out of spite, like,
yeah, pretty much.
And it's ridiculous.
So then all the couples meet up at the restaurant. They talk about the engagement and the wedding plans. And this is where Kenya's like, oh yeah, I have it all planned out. I'm just like, girl, this is not your moment again. Just be happy for her.
And that goes back to, I feel like, why she's unhappy. And she's trying to, it's like she's trying to live through her. Because her life didn't go the way she wanted it. So it's like...
Well, she did say that even though their proposal was
his proposal was horrible.
So she pops up in New York. So he runs to get he had the ring, I guess. So when she got to the door, he said, look who's official now. That was their proposal.
He said he didn't get on one knee or nothing.
She didn't ask.
He didn't ask, do you want to marry me? He was just like, here's the ring, look who's official now.
But she did say that the wedding was romantic.
He said, but tell him about the wedding.
She was, that's what was like, who said it? Cynthia or Candy? Like, yeah, I wish I was there to see it. And Candy was like, no. Kenya was like, well, it's actually his fault that no one was there.
And then they asked her, well, she said it was the second.
She said she was like, it was the happiest day of my life.
Happiest day of my life.
She said it was one of the happiest days of my life.
Well, the second happiest. Yeah. And they said, well, what
compared
was the first?
to
winning Miss America.
Yeah,
and they was
Miss
like,
USA.
Well, what about the birth of your child?
That's what Candy said in her confession. Like,
yeah, what about the birth of your child?
You would think the birth of your child should be up there
first
too.
Of
so
everything, but
your priorities kind of messed up.
I didn't even think about it at the time when she had said it. I don't want to say I forgot about Brooklyn, but in a way I kind of did. But then when she said it, I was like, yeah, you got a point. I feel like the birth of your child kind of trumps everything at this point now. Especially seeing that you wanted this so bad.
You know what I
feel
mean?
like that.
She wanted this with someone that loves her unconditionally.
But nonetheless, it's still the birth of your child. That don't change.
Facts.
Like, it shouldn't be, marked down just because he's sorry.
So then they go into conversation about prenups, and Mark says he didn't want a prenup, and
he said he never discussed that with her.
He said if she would discuss that, it would have been over.
We would have never been together. And she was like, we did talk about it, and he was like, no, I feel like they did talk about it, and I feel like they argued about it. I don't think they didn't not talk about it. I think they did talk about it. But he was like, so they said, okay, well, right now, how would you feel if she said, if we got divorced, she can take it all. I can rebuild. I was like,
he's like from an island though. Like he's like he's like from the Caribbean. You could tell in his voice, and that's just like their mentality though. He don't care.
I can't. I cannot.
Child.
Deal with that. So you can tell that in that moment, Kenya felt like she had backup. So that's why she was bringing all that up.
Yeah.
Because she felt like, okay, maybe
someone's going to understand my point of view and like
help me.
Yeah, because like when she talks, you could tell he kind of just tunes her out. And truly, every time they kept talking, they kept over talking each other.
They did. Because he was like, "No, you're gonna listen to me because I'm talking." But then when she would talk, he
interrupt.
Just kept talking, and she's
like,
"I'm
talking now."
He's like, "Yeah, but you're not saying anything." Like, and he just would continue to talk, and it was just. You could tell how everybody was so uncomfortable. And then when they started talking about Nene, oh my God, he was like, I'm going to tell you why I like Nene. Because when she first met me, she
very
said,
respectful.
She said hello. She introduced me to her husband. That's why I like
She was
Nene.
nice to me, so I have no problem. I'm not going to be in the beef with her.
He was like, well, she said, no. Remember, she made a very inappropriate comment about your unborn child. And you were furious. And he was like, but did she not apologize to you about it? She said, no. She didn't apologize about that.
I doubt that Nene apologized.
Nene does not apologize. Okay, so
she did apologize to Eva. We'll talk about that later. But
she does not apologize.
She normally does not apologize. But the fact that you don't have your wife's back, even though she was nice to you at the end of the day.
At that initial meeting.
Right. At the end of the day, if this woman is your wife's enemy, then guess what? She's your enemy.
We got beef. Okay?
Period.
And that's what the other men said. Ty said it real quick. He said,
I don't play that.
And
Mike was like, if it affects her, it affects me.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
You're supposed to be a team. And clearly, and truthfully, even after the whole episode, their meetup, they say that,
he went and hung out with the guys.
Yeah, he hung out with Todd.
Yeah, with Todd.
It's like, dang, you're like, barely at home. You're barely there. You barely see your child, yet you want to go have drinks with Todd. Todd and Candy's relationship is cool. Right. As you can see, Mike went home to Cynthia.
Because he knew he was going to be leaving.
Hello? They're trying to get all that in.
You see what she said? She said, I had to look good, when my man is in town. I have to spruce it up. So, I don't know what's going to happen with them. I just feel like it needs to stop. It just needs... It's not going to work out.
So, that was the end of that episode.
So, the ladies go to Canada for Carnival. Yeah, I want to do that.
Go to Carnival?
Yes! That looked like...
Heck yeah, I want to Toronto. I always want to go to Toronto. It looks so much fun.
Shake my boobs in an outfit.
So the next episode 9, Portia and Lauren meet up at a makeup store and they discuss her relationship with Dennis. She states that Dennis wants to give the ring back. And truth, I like Lauren's advice. She said basically, take it step by step.
Stop talking to him.
Like, don't go from 1 to 10. Take step 1 to 2 to 2 to 3,
right?
3 to 4.
Baby step it.
You know what I mean? Because you forgave him fast last time, and guess what happened? He cheated on you again. Mm-hmm. So you can't just easily him because he plays nice. It's like, no, where's the trust? As Dr. Sherry said, trust is earned, not given.
Not given, and that's what she does.
Because Dennis likes to pamper and stuff when he knows he's doing wrong.
Because even when he came up for the birthday, he was like, oh, you looking nice. He said, I see you getting your body back right. Who you doing that for? She was like, I ain't doing this for nobody. Girl, let's move on. That's none of your business. Nothing to talk about.
Portia talks about the upcoming trip and how she needs to talk to Eva about the comments she made. So, of course, Eva was running her mouth. And it was when...
One of her typical rants.
Of course, when Candy told her about that Portia told Kenya what Eva said. And she's like, Portia need to worry about
herself, get some business of her own.
Exactly. Worry about these blogs that's talking about her and Dennis are healed from that C-section. So when Candy told her this, she was really hurt. She's like, why did she come for me like this?
Because she felt like her and them two didn't have no issues. Like, she was like, we don't have a problem.
And when Eva throws shade, she goes for the jugular.
She does.
So that hurt her. So she want to talk about it. The ladies travel to Toronto. Everyone's there but Nene. Right. I don't know why the hell Giovanna's ass is there, but...
That's what they said too. They said, why is Giovanna here?
Who invited her?
Tanya.
So Marlo lost her passport in Canada.
She always had problems on trips.
She really does. Last time she lost her luggage. This time she lost her passport.
I would tell them, I don't want to travel with y'all no more. I gotta travel by myself because I feel like when I travel in a group with y'all, it doesn't work for me.
Well, obviously, you're the only one that's having issues, so it's obviously it's you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to travel with y'all because it feels like when I travel with y'all, I have a problem. So maybe I need to travel by myself. Maybe I have more success with myself.
Perhaps. Tanya let the ladies know they have the same room, which is good. I'm glad they have the same room.
Yeah, so we don't have to fight that stuff for me. I have a penthouse, so.
Well, then go ahead and do that thing.
Because it's my trip.
So this is where Cynthia finds a blog that showed the exact letter that Nene wrote her at the wine cellar event. Mm-hmm. And they think that Nene sent it to the blogs. Mm-hmm. And now she's feeling like the letter wasn't sincere. So,
I don't agree.
I honestly don't think that Nene would have done that.
I don't either.
Because I'm like, well, anyone could have done that. Because for one, she read it out loud.
Correct.
People are recording, so they could have recorded her saying it
And it
out loud.
comes up later.
Yeah, it does come up later. But I never thought that.
I don't take Nene as that type of person to go to the blog. She does do interviews and whatnot, but not
exactly.
Not
if she's gonna do, she does her shade in the front, like well, not in front of your face, but you can see it. Like when she does an interview on TV, and she'll say what she got to say. Yeah. So I don't think she would have done that. But of course, Kenya was like, she probably did it.
Yeah, I told you it wasn't.
Because she wants people to think that she's being.
She wants people to think that she's a good person. She wants people to think that she's a gay. And sometimes the loudest person in the room.
I wouldn't put it past Kenya. To be quite frank.
Because this is my thing. It's always been like an issue, like a battle for like Cynthia's friendship. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, because Cynthia has not completely said, like, I will never be friends with Nene again. I don't never want nothing else to do with her. She is dead to me. I think Kenya feels a little bit threatened. Because she knows they have history. And she knows that they've had fights and they've made up. And I feel like she kind of is like, I got to make sure that my friendship is secure. And, like, if I got to do some dirty stuff to make sure that she don't never be friends with that girl again.
Well, truthfully, she should be threatened about Cynthia's relationship with Eva.
Exactly, and that's the problem. She's too busy worried about Nene. She ain't paying attention to this other person that's over here moving in on her friendship. So, Eva big neck, but you see, she do still kind of throw, her and Eva do still have little tits. So
they're friendly, though. They're friendly now. So.
Yeah. But if she feels too threatening, Eva, she's like, what's that movie? Single White Female. Yep, that's her.
So Kenya, Cynthia, and Candy talk about their date night and how Mark contradicts himself and always cuts Kenya off. Mm-hmm. Cynthia asks Kenya, is she happy with Mark? And Kenya says that they're in a low place. So she feels like they're going
in a low place
because they're getting further and further apart. And it's like, sometimes you just gotta stop trying.
Yeah.
Because if I'm trying,
I'm the only one trying,
and I'm not seeing no progression on your end, I'm gonna stop. Call me petty.
Yeah, I'm just let go.
I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna let go.
Like, okay, well.
So Tanya did not tell anybody that Nene was coming. Mm-hmm. So she eventually does let them know that Nene's coming, and they're kind of like,
right.
Why? Because Tanya doesn't have any issues with anybody in this group. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to not invite somebody because you guys. And she also kind of, I think deep down, she wants everybody to she wants to give me the opportunity to make amends with people if she can. She's trying to be the peacemaker.
So they did go to a dance class.
Yes.
That was cute. Marlo and Candy can't dance.
Let me tell you something. Why do they have to always, that was Portia, not Portia, that was Eva that was over there throwing shade. I don't know what Candy over there doing.
She can't dance.
She been said that. She always said that. Even when they was doing this
Marlo
show,
can't dance.
She said, I don't know what Marlo was doing. Marlo over there
and she said Portia just twerking, but
that's all Portia ever do is twerk.
Works.
She said, I'm not doing no whining, I'm a twerk. Mm-hmm. And they said, no twerking, whine. She said, listen, y'all gonna take this twerk and accept it as a whine.
So the ladies meet up at the rooftop. So at this point, Nene comes. Tanya meets her at the lobby. Mm-hmm. The ladies go on the rooftop. Everyone look gorgeous though. I'm like, yes, come through.
Portia's makeup,
gorgeous.
It be
honestly, out of all the ladies when they met up at the rooftop, who took my breath away was Kenya. When she walked out,
yes.
I was like, oh yes,
the girls is giving
that
life,
body, honey,
the body
yes.
and the clothes and the face. They confessional looks.
Gorgeous.
You know what? I'm loving Candy with that short hair and that little blue number that she doing her confessional. I like her with the short hair better sometimes.
It
her long
pains
hair.
me.
I hate you.
Not by Candy. Candy was fine. But it pains me.
I hate you.
To say.
I hate you.
What?
Because I know it's about to be some shadiness. Say it.
Cynthia this season.
Cynthia's always
Usually off. No, Cynthia's always on point.
Her green screen looks tend to be on, but like when she's filming, you know, she's like low maintenance.
No, like I like that bohemian.
Yeah.
Even her confession, there's like this blonde bob with a bang. I don't like that look on her at all. I'm like,
but we know she.
Yeah, she does. She does. It's just this season. It's like
it's not coming through.
You're not coming through with the
like
fashion.
you usually do.
Yeah, but you know, everyone has all.
I guess because she got her man.
Can't be on all the time.
Look, she's like, I got my man, girl. I don't care about y'all no more. I got my man.
Portia wants to clear the air to approach.
I love how she did it.
And want to address all the issues since, you know, everyone's having a good old time. Well, truthfully, it was Giovanna's idea, but, you know, Portia brought it up.
Portia said, let me show you how to do this the right way.
She was like, I'm going to approach it in a different light. I don't want to, you know, start this off wrong. So she's like, I just want to let you know, Eva, that I was hurt by what you said.
Right.
And, of course, in true Eva fashion, she wants to deny
That's not what I said.
She's like, so you're saying that Candy's a liar?
And Katie said, and that I am not.
She's like, I am not a liar. And then production rolled the tape, and literally what Candy said
verbatim
is what came out of Eva's mouth. The problem with Eva is
she don't recall because she says stuff so often.
It just spews out of her mouth, and she
word vomit.
You know what I mean? And she's like, she just likes to dig
at anybody,
and maybe she doesn't mean it at the time. Maybe
no, she means it at the time.
But like she really don't mean it in her heart. But it's just like, she likes to read for no reason because she feels like someone's coming for her.
Right.
So she's gonna, hit below the jugular. And it's like, back it up. But then she's like, I didn't say that. It's like, yes, the fuck you did. Verbatim. But I'm glad that she did apologize. But this is particularly my problem with Eva. She's always running her mouth, talking shit, but then she don't back it up. Or when they want to confront her about it, oh, I didn't say that.
She needs some wet wipes for that mouth. She do.
I'm gonna use that.
She needs some.
I'm gonna write that down.
She needs some wet wipes for that mouth because she just does it too much, and it's just say, I'm sorry, I don't remember saying that, but I do remember. I remember the situation because you can't deny sitting down with Candy. You can't deny being out there shopping. You can't deny. So you forgot that whole situation. Mm-hmm. You might not remember everything you said, but you can't be like, "Oh, I don't remember." You remember sitting down with us, right? That's how you have to do with her. You gotta be like, "Do you remember sitting down with them?"
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down with them.
It's one thing.
You gotta like baby step this hoe into her memory. And I'm like, I can't keep.
So you're funny.
Walking your ass into stuff all the time. I don't have time for this. Let me walk your ass into your memory. But I did love how Portia said, not Portia, but, well, it was what Portia said, but Cynthia was trying to, I guess, kind of save Eva. And she was like, well, I will say, I don't remember exactly. And I'm not going to say that, Eva. She said, what you going to remember now, huh? And then she was like, Cynthia, sometimes you need to just stop trying to defend your friends. Let your friends take the fall. Because they ain't going to learn.
The problem with Eva, she always says, I didn't say that. She should have said, I don't remember. I don't recall. Or you can be like, that's not exactly how I said it. Yes, I did say something. And that's how she tried to get off on a technicality. That's not exactly what I didn't say. I didn't call you a bitch. I said you was acting like one. But it's like,
okay, acting like one, being a bitch, same difference.
She did apologize. She said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. But it'd be like, instead of stop denying it.
Stop saying stuff.
Well, there we go. There we go. But, in the perfect world. Or just be like, you know what, I did say it, I'm sorry, but it was just like how I felt that day. Or I was just talking shit.
Yeah. And just say, I was upset. I was responding to the fact that you that you went and was telling Kenya about what I said at the party. And I felt like that really wasn't your place to say anything because I didn't mean anything about it. So I was in my feelings.
Right.
And I was being petty. So right. Yeah, I probably said something out the way. And was it right? No. But that's how I felt at the time. And that's what I did. So whatever I said, because I don't remember exactly what I said, I definitely apologize because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Blah, 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 blah. Something to that extent of just, right. But Don't be acting like you don't say stuff and you don't do stuff because your feelings get hurt.
And Portia was like, because this happened before.
Exactly.
Well, you saying, oh, I didn't say it, but you clearly did. So
what I have to do with you now, so that I understand where we are, whenever we sit down and have conversations, I just have to hit record.
Facts.
And I got to record. Now we got Snakegate. Now I got to record you.
Child. So Cynthia confronts Kenya about the
proposal,
hinting that Mike was going to propose, and Candy was like, "No, I just had a premonition."
She said, "Girl, stop lying."
Candy was like, "That's not really what happened." Nope. So Candy breaks it down of what happened.
So Kenya was like, "No, go ahead, say what you're gonna say." I am.
And so when they're breaking it down, Candy saying, "I text you that he was going to propose," and Kenya was like, "No," and I said, "I think so too." That's
no,
her.
Didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Even if
that was the case, it's like, why would you voice this to Cynthia?
Why would you tell the person who's
She was like, I didn't mean no malicious intent by it. If I ruined the moment, I would just die.
Do you see how she got so upset?
Who?
Are you trying to say I ruined this one? I ride for that bitch right there.
How you ride for me, but you're trying to steal my moment?
Girl.
Could you, like, honest, I wonder how Cynthia would have, like, reacted if Kenya never said nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, yeah, she was already surprised, and, you know, it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment. But I wonder
how much
would that moment been if she never said anything.
Had no idea at all.
Because she really was clueless. So it's like,
you took a little bit of the shine away because it was a seed planted in her head.
Right. So they're in the middle of that conversation. Nene walks in.
Girl, no
one gave two shits.
Nobody even
walked in. They continue their conversation.
That was like, yeah, like I said, what you did was wrong. Nene sitting over there like. So that was the end of
9. Now we're going into 10.
So going into the current episode, they was like, yeah, so Nene, like, you didn't speak. No, she said, well, y'all were in the middle of talking. I had no idea what was going on. So, no, that's not why you didn't talk, because no one greeted you.
Mm-hmm. Well, they said hello. They were like, hey. But
girl, nobody barely said hello to that girl. They was not checking for Nene links, okay? So, you know, Nene goes up to the room. And it was, no, it wasn't when they went up to the room. They went up to the room afterwards.
So, all right. So, I do like how in her confession, Nene was talking about how she's missing a lot of big moments out of Cynthia's life. Yeah, and you can tell that she misses Cynthia.
She really does. So they really had a genuine friendship.
Yeah. And so it's like all these things happen in Cynthia's life. It's like, I'm not there. She's like, has to hear about it.
Right.
It's one thing if she's no longer on the show, but she's around that circle and she has to hear about it because she's not there. So it kind of hurt her feelings a little bit.
And it should.
They go to the King and Queen Festival.
Yes.
Candy, Giovanna, Marlo, and Nene go to Nene's room.
That's the one somebody.
And Candy asked Nene who did the recording. This is when Nene wanted to be like, she ain't check. I don't know.
You know, and she just don't want to tell. And so Candy said, why did you even bring it up then if you wasn't going to tell us who it was? Like, why?
My thing is, though, out there? It's like, Candy, you weren't invested in this when she told you initially. You didn't want to be involved. Mm-hmm. Now you want to be involved. Okay, make up your mind, girl.
And I said that the only reason why I feel like she wanted to be involved is because somebody was like, we need to know who it is because we didn't know who was out here recording people because they might be recording us now. Mm.
So then Candy asked Nene, how did the letter she wrote Cynthia get on the blogs? Nene suggests it could be Kenya because she's always in touch with the blogs. Mm-hmm. And Cynthia told Marlo that she lost the card, but then she found it. So for the fact for Kenya to think, oh, it probably was Nene, and telling the girl it was probably the Nene sent to the blogs, it's like, it could have been anybody.
It could have.
I honestly think it was Giovanna. I honestly do. Because
it was
even
anybody that has a motive.
Well, the reason why I say Giovanna is because at the event, she came up to Cynthia and said, did you get Nene's gift? Like, she was very... I can't stand Giovanna. She is so thirsty. Doesn't make sense.
You're not getting a peach. Okay?
She don't want a peach. She want to be stuck up Nene's ass. That's what she want to be.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. You're not getting a peach. You're going to continue to be a friend of the show.
I believe it was Giovanna. I believe Giovanna stole that card, took a picture of it, and sent it to the blogs.
And why?
What's
the purpose?
Because she wants the world to love Nene. Because she wants
that ain't gonna help the world love Nene.
Child, that's what she wants. The ladies tried their carnival outfits. I thought they were nice.
Listen, when that Giovanna hoe came down here talking about, oh, I need some nair, I got a bush. We didn't even know all that, girl.
Well, I mean, she. I guess she wanted to let people know before she put on the outfit.
You could have just said, I'm gonna try mine on upstairs in my room, like Cynthia did when she said, I don't know who down here I can trust. I don't need nobody taking no pictures and posting them nowhere.
Facts. But yeah, no one needs to know that you don't have
you don't have. Yes, you knew that you was coming to carnival. You knew that you was gonna have.
She forgot. Sometimes you might forget to shave your legs or something.
This hoe ain't forget nothing. You just want everybody to know you got a hairy puss. Nasty.
Nene pulls Eva aside to talk. And so this is where Nene apologizes to Eva for hurting her feelings and betraying her trust.
And she was like, they really did have a friendship too.
Yeah, they did.
Because she was the one that, when she came to Atlanta, that was the person she was hanging out with.
It was kind of, I mean, their little beef, it was stupid.
It was some petty old
But it
love.
was Nene being a mean girl, and she was going through stuff with Greg, so, hurt people like to hurt people.
That was a real hard time for her.
Yeah. But they hug it out.
But then, the thing I didn't like, and this is something else that Eva do that I don't like. Okay, so Nene apologized to her. And so then she goes and tell everybody that Nene apologized to her, and they was like, was it sincere? Well, I don't know, because she had on her shades, so I couldn't see her eyes.
Well,
I mean, well then, don't take the bitch's apology then. Like, why you have to add that to it? Like, you could have just been like, I didn't believe her because I just don't want to believe her. Or you could have been like, I believe
it. was kind of.
Why you... I don't know, y'all, because I couldn't see her eyes. People can look you right in your eyes and still lie to you.
They always say that Nene never apologizes.
But then what she do?
It was a sincere.
I don't know, because I couldn't see her eyes. She had them shades on.
So the ladies go to some type of tower in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Girl, I'm telling you now, I'm not doing that.
And they do, it's basically for them to hang off the building. It's called an edge walk. Mm-hmm. Most of the ladies declined, but the only ones that actually didn't do it was Nene, because apparently she's petrified of heights.
And Eva was pregnant. But she wanted to do it.
So now while they were doing the edge walk, Nene and Eva go to lunch and have some food. I don't know why the hell Nene was freaking out in that goddamn elevator. That would have plucked my nerve.
Because it was going up high, and it was a glass elevator so she could still see. And if she's that afraid of heights, I guess that's why, because it was still...
I would not want to be in that elevator with her, because she got on my nerves with her screaming.
So yeah, she was very afraid.
While they were...
She was petrified. She thought she never lived without a girl by her side.
I don't know why you tickle me so much today. I swear.
Just today. It's just today, guys.
So they're having lunch. Eva and Nene are having lunch. Nene says she don't understand why her and Portia are not in a good place. She feels that the relationship was one-sided, and Portia shouldn't have posted her text message on social media. Nene.
Lanithia leaks.
Boo-boo.
Lanithia leaks.
You my girl.
Lanithia.
What in the world are you talking about? You don't know why you and Portia not in good
You
place.
call her fat.
I don't know if she was breastfeeding. Well, she was
pregnant.
She just had the baby, or maybe she was pregnant. I don't know.
She was pregnant.
But it's like, you going off on her, and you say, why you posting it on social media?
You said you lying fat ass.
It's like, those were not nice text messages.
And that's what
you
Eva
were
said.
mean as hell to her.
Eva said,
because you going something
nice.
with Greg.
She said that after that closet incident, which we still don't understand what happened with that closet incident.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
I don't understand why you want people in your closet. What was in the closet? Did you have R. Kelly trapped in there? What was in the closet? What was in the goddamn closet?
For her to be like, I don't know why we're not in a good place. Like, you were rude. You were mean.
You tried to get the girl fired.
You know what I mean? Like, apologize.
And look, she did an Eva with that. She was like, I never said the words fired. You said...
She shouldn't be on the show no more.
They said, if you could get somebody, if you could, who would you not want on the show?
Who should not come back?
The freaking fraud. That's exactly who they're declassing the show.
Well, for her to be like, she should never post it on social media. Yeah, she put you on blast. If you didn't want that information to be on social media, you should have texted to me. Like, that was mean as hell. She was like, look what my friend, my sister, texted me. So I was like, come on now. I ain't like it.
Yeah, she...
I was just like, what?
And then she was talking about Kenya, and she was like, well, me and Kenya really don't need to be friends. Like, I'm not losing anything here. I mean, y'all never really did get to a point of being friends.
For no reason, really. Because they really were, like, they're both have similar upbringings. Like, their mothers really didn't want them around or, didn't love them.
They both were trying to... Nene is the head of the show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Kenya came in trying to be the head of the show, and Nene let her know, you will never be.
Right.
And then when it seemed like she became the head of the show, she was like, oh, she's just threatened by me because I'm taking her spot. You will never take Nene's spot. Nene will always be the OG, and that's just what it is.
That's her title, period. Doesn't matter.
She's the only original now. It's just what it is. So it is. So
at one point, they were kind of cool, though.
They were cordial.
Well, they looked like they were like bonding because remember when Nene had that blow up, her crying, she cried on their reunion. That's when they became friends. I thought everything was cool, but apparently not. But nevertheless, so they finished the edge walk. It's funny how Candy was like, it was not that big of a deal.
They thought they did something up here.
This was nothing. You would have thought they did like bungee jumping or something.
I literally thought they was gonna push them over the edge and they was gonna be hanging.
I would have done that. That's not scary for me. I'm not doing it. You don't like heights?
I don't do heights.
Oh, I'll do it.
She was like, look, we're hanging on the thing. This thing's not going nowhere.
We're attached to something, so I'll be like...
Listen, you attached to this. It's just some straps, though. Straps can break.
I would have done it.
I'll watch you.
With ease.
Like this with the camera. All right, you guys. They don't out there on the edge.
Portia gets flowers from Dennis.
Oh,
then she
called Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren was like,
that's a whole lot of talking y'all doing.
But she was like, it's funny how you can always find a good florist in other countries. Because he did the same thing when they went to Japan.
Yeah.
I like Lauren.
I do too.
Like, tell her like it is, honey. And of course, then we see Dennis pops up in Toronto with Tanya's fiance, Paul.
I was like...
And he brought the ring.
I just looked like, okay, he said, well, he said he was coming up here, and I had to come up here and get my girl back. I thought that the game they did on the bus was funny when they was impersonating each other.
That was cute.
Until they impersonated Portia. She said, I don't be going around asking everybody for food and chicken.
She's like, you do ask a lot of people for food. She's like, that's for chicken?
Right. She was like,
honestly, I knew she was impersonating
she was
Portia
because
she had her butt out.
Yeah, that was like... Everybody else
was funny.
Yeah, everybody else was funny, but because you know why? Because you don't belong in the circle.
What you just said.
You're not a part of the circle.
What you just said.
You don't really know. Go sit down, girl.
The ladies go to the rooftop to have a family friends gathering dinner situation party. It wasn't a party to me.
It was a party.
It was fun.
So Portia was like, "Oh, this is nice. I might see Drake in here. Drake, where you at?"
You know what I mean? You would think it was like a quiet event.
Little family, real.
Oh no, that thing was turned all the way up.
She was like, "Drake, where you at?"
Hello, somebody. So Portia, Candy, and Kenya go to the bar to discuss who recorded Cynthia. I don't know why they're so pressed.
They are super pressed now. They was over there, especially Kenya.
But it's just like, why is this so important? Like,
she was like,
the people that are involved, Cynthia and Nene, are not discussing this, but everyone else is. Mm-hmm. This whole snake gate.
So Kenya was like, I'm gonna be the bad cop, and Portia was like, okay, I'll be the good cop, and they was like, Candy's gonna be the in-between quiet cop. And I was like, okay.
Because they still think that it was Giovanna.
Well, I think they was gonna try to mark her out. And then they was like, no, we ain't marking her out. They was like, I think she's ready to crack.
Yeah. So they bring Giovanna over there. Giovanna gonna say she don't think
real nervous.
But Giovanna gonna say she don't think everyone is being real.
And they was like, what do you mean? What do you mean not being real? I'm just trying to figure everybody out because I don't know what's going on right here, right now. And I'm like.
So when they asked if she recorded Cynthia, she gonna say no.
First she said, I don't know anything about it.
And then she was like, well, I do know. She's like, well, was it you? She's like, well, I know who did it.
First, you said you didn't know nothing about it, so now you know who did it?
But she won't say who.
She said, but they said, well, is it somebody in our circle? And she was like, yes. She said, are they here now? That's not my place to disclose that information.
So how are you going to say everyone ain't being real?
Go sit down. Matter of fact, get back on the plane and go back home.
Please.
Because you really don't belong here.
She really don't. She is just
You were so out of place.
Because clearly it's her.
Go away.
It's her. It was her.
Phaedra ain't here, so it ain't her.
So obviously, I mean, you could tell that. Well, yeah, truthfully, I don't think Phaedra and Nene are friends though. But she's the one that brought it up.
They did have a little moment with they was like on social media where they was becoming friends.
Oh.
So like they were trying to.
But it's just like she's the one that even said, "I have receipts."
Yes, what they said. She said she was talking shit about you at the wine bar, and they was like, because Marlo asked her, she was like, I don't know, girl. I need to know. I need some proof of something. She was like, oh, I have receipts. Okay, so it was you, girl. Stop playing. We ain't about to drag this storyline out for this whole season.
But they are. But they are.
I'm not talking about this no more.
Yes, you are.
I'm not talking about it no more. You see this? I'm not talking about it no more.
It ends with Dennis comes and surprises Portia, and it literally ends as he is kneeling down on one knee. The episode ends.
Bye.
Overall, these 3 episodes, they were kind of a drag, though. I mean, some of the stuff was kind of good. Yeah. So I give it a
They had some high points.
I give it a C+ average for all 3 together.
I give it a B-. So. Because, the engagement was nice. They had some cute little moments. I give it a B-.
Yeah.
So, we got 2 more shows to bust out for y'all. So stay tuned.
Married to Medicine's next. Bye, guys. Mwah.